Fairy Tail is back, and we start off where we left off with Athena getting punched through and Natsu being pissed. Now, Athena's still alive, which I figured, but she does fall to the ground, asking why he would do that to her, but she's basically out of this. She's done. Athena is officially done for the arc for this foreseeable future, at least. Natsu, of course, goes straight for the Duke. But God Serena actually gets in his way and blocks the attack and just tosses Natsu away. Natsu then tries to do a Fire Dragon Roar. God Serena, because he has 8 different dragons in him, just eats it. That shit. Literally, he eats Natsu's fire and fires back at him with a water attack. But what gets it even crazier is that this attack is massive and it actually hits everyone. Like not just Natsu, but the entire Fairy Tail Guild and Sabretooth are hit by this attack. And then he adds his fire dragon magic to it, so they are being completely engulfed in a ball of fire and water. Now, Gray suggests that he just eat the magic because Natsu can eat flames, but he can also eat other dragon slayer magic because he's done it before with lightning. But Natsu's like, "Are you crazy? No, I can't do that. This is too much." But Natsu is able to evaporate the water with his fire, so he just ignites and the whole thing just disappears. God Serena's surprised, but not really impressed because obviously he has a massive advantage on Natsu. It is clear who's the stronger one here. Natsu, of course, doesn't care about God Serena at all. He completely ignores him and goes straight for Duke again. But this time, he and everyone else, and even Athena, are just teleported away. And because things always work out the way they do, Sting is teleported right in front of Natsu's fist and gets punched right in the face. But yeah, the one who teleported them away was Elfsfina, and he brought them back to his guild. They're safe now, completely on the other side of the continent. While he was kind enough to save them, his main goal was to get Athena out of there before she died, because once again, he needs Athena to take down the 2 remaining dragon gods, after all. And of course, he teleported Urza's group there too, so everyone is together again. The whole crew is back together, and I guess they're going to regroup on their next mission. Well, I mean, part 2 of their mission. Because even if they have Athena, first off, the Duke is still after the Dragon Slayer magic, and second, Natsu's not going to let the Duke walk away. Like, he hurt a member of his guild, he's got to pay. Because they're there and they have the opportunity, they ask him about Duke and his former pupil, and his response is, Duke is dead. Like, he means literally dead. He doesn't just mean he's dead to me, but he means he's dead. And this is completely someone else. This is not the Duke. Asks to explain what he means, but he refuses at first because he can't let members of Sabretooth know about the 100 Years quest. And of course, like the pervert old man that he is, he teleports into Yukino's cleavage, and then Sting does what Natsu did with Lucy when the old man did this, shoves his hand right down on her chest. Repeating gag aside, he's refusing to talk about the quest, even though this has nothing to do with the quest. And the Fairy Tail Guild actually point that out, like, this has nothing to do with the dragons. This is personal between you and the Duke. We just want to know about that, so why not just let Sabretooth know about it? And he basically agrees with that. He's like, fine, I'll tell everyone. So the story of him and the Duke go back 100 years ago, which means the Duke has been around for 100 years, which means he's probably a doll. That, or he's able to transfer his soul from body to body. Most likely the second one, but that doesn't really matter. The point is, we go back 100 years ago, where him and the Duke are apprentice and master, even before the guild was founded. But the Duke left because he feared the witch trials, and he didn't want to get involved with that. Before, he said he just didn't have talent for wizardry, but that was apparently a lie. He just feared being killed. So he left, and Elfsfina went on doing what he did, eventually founding his guild. Then the dragons came, and so he went back to his old apprentice, who founded an alchemist guild. And we heard this part already where Elfsfina asked for a weapon to kill the dragon gods. And apparently the Duke didn't just take this as a way to kill the dragon gods, but a way to create life. Now, Xerath already did this. He has his Book of Xerath with his demons. So creating life is something that can be done. In fact, you can even bring the dead back to life, like dragging someone's soul from the afterlife and putting it into a demon body. Not to. But that's completely separate from, apparently, alchemy, where the Duke legitimately wanted to create a human being from scratch. The way Elfsfina saw it, it just was a weapon in the shape of a human. But no, the Duke straight up said, that is a human being. And unfortunately, that's where the chapter ends. We don't actually get the rest of the flashback. But we do finally get more of an insight in who the Duke is, which is the simple fact that he legitimately wishes to create life. The man isn't satisfied with being able to create a doll that it can mimic life. Like, he legitimately wants to play God and create life. He wants to break the ultimate taboo that got Xerath cursed for 400 years. Now, he's not messing with magic, so there's a possibility that the Curse of Contradiction won't affect him, but there has to be some kind of consequence. There has to be an equivalent to the Curse of Contradictions in the alchemy world. There has to be some kind of cost for trying to create life. There are just rules you aren't allowed to break. And whatever that is, I have a feeling it's probably going to come at the end of the story, and it's what's going to kill the Duke at the end. Because the fact of the matter is, there are just certain things you just can't mess with. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Fairy Tail and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.